Good morning students. This is 11th standard botany video class. Video 9. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson Living World. Dear students, the last video class we have seen ultrastructure of a bacterial cell which consists of three regions. One is capsule or glycocalyx, cell wall, and the last region is cytoplasm. The first one, capsule, it is the outermost layer made up of gelatinous substance, contain the chemical composition of polysaccharide, which is named as glycocalyx or capsule, which is tightly bounded with the cell wall. This capsule, which is responsible for desiccation, that means to prevent the bacteria from the external problem, and also antibiotic. Then next one is the cell wall, which is present inner to the capsule, which is granular. It gives protection and shape to the bacteria, made up of peptidoglycan or mucopeptide, which is helpful in the diffusion of soluble substances. Then the cell wall, which contains a important protein substance, is called porin. It is a polypeptide substance responsible for diffusion of solutes. Next one, plasma membrane. Inner to the cell wall, the layer is called plasma membrane, made up of lipoprotein, which contains enzyme for metabolic activities, that is respiration, and the photosystem pigments for photosynthesis. And also, this plasma membrane controls the entry and exit of molecule in and out of the bacterial cell. Next one, cytoplasm. This three region, that is glycocalyx, cell wall, protoplasm, which encloses the center region, is called cytoplasm, which contains ribosome and other cell inclusions. Next one, bacterial chromosome. The bacterial chromosome, which is present at the center, is called a DNA molecule, which is circular in shape, tightly coiled. They are named as nucleoid or incipient nucleus. This DNA contains different genetic material, but it is not bounded by nuclear membrane. Histone protein is also absent. This bacterial chromosome, which is responsible for replication of bacteria. Another one, plasmid. This is the extracircular double-stranded chromosome, which is self-replicating autonomous body, named as plasmid. They are very much responsible for the protection of bacteriocin and toxin. This plasmid, based upon the function, it is divided into different types. Fertility factor, that is F factor. Resistant factor, that is R plasmid. Cold plasmid, that is colicin. RI plasmid, that is root inducing plasmid. TI plasmid, that is tumor inducing plasmid. Another one, mesosome. The plasma membrane, which are having number of infoldings in the shape of vesicle or circular shape, tubular and lamellae. They are folded together and occupies the maximum surface of the area, which is responsible for respiration and binary fission. Next one, polysomes. The cytoplasm, which consists of several circular body named as ribosome, which is in the bead shape, mani mari irukkum, doing the protein synthesis function. 10,000 to 15,000 ribosomes are present in the cytoplasm. They are bounded with a mRNA strand which forms polyribosome or polysome. This ribosome is 70S type, consists of 2 subunits, 50S Sydberg unit and 30S Sydberg units. Both the units are held together in mRNA strand which forms polyribosome or polysome. Dear students, up to this only we have seen in the previous video class. Today we are going to continue flagella, fimbriae, gram staining procedure, gram positive and gram negative bacteria, difference between gram positive and gram negative bacteria, different life process in bacteria such as respiration and nutrition. Dear students, this is the ultrastructure of bacteria which is surrounded by a gelatinous substance named capsule. Inner to the capsule, they are made up of with cell wall. Inner to the cell wall, they are having the plasma membrane which encloses the cytoplasmic region. This cytoplasm which are containing the single-stranded coiled DNA material or chromosome that is called a nucleoid or bacterial chromosome. Then in the cytoplasm, they are having the minute green color particle which is named as ribosome that are called cell inclusions. These ribosomes are bound together in mRNA strand which is called polyribosome. Then the extracircular double-stranded chromosome which has the self-replicating autonomous body named as plasmid. Then the outer surface, they are having long hair-like outgrowth which is named as flagellum. Other than the flagellum which is pink in color, remaining they are having other hair-like outgrowth which surrounded the body surface of the bacteria which is named as pili or pilus. This pili which is responsible for the reproduction. At the time of reproduction, they are forming the tubular-like structure. It's said to be conjugation tube, so that this pili are named as sex pili. So this is the ultrastructure of bacteria. We have seen everything in the previous video class, that is capsule, cell wall, plasma membrane, mesosome. What is the mesosome? See the plasma membrane which are having the coiled structure is in the form vesicle, round or tubular or lamellae. That is named as mesosome which is responsible for respiration and binary fission. Next, single-stranded coiled nuclear material present at the center is called bacterial chromosome which is red in color, otherwise named as nucleoid or incipient nucleus which contains DNA. Next one, plasmid. Now only I told you. Flagellum, it acts as a locomotory organ which makes the bacteria to move from one place to another place with the help of the flagellum. Then cell inclusions is also present inner side which is responsible for metabolic activities, polyribosome and pili. This is said to be the ultrastructure of bacteria. In this ultrastructure, we are going to see the remaining two regions. One is the flagella, another one is the fimbriae or pili. Dear students, see the diagram which are showing the pili and fimbriae. What is the difference between pili and fimbriae? Fimbriae is otherwise named as pili only, but the fimbriae is the minute air-like structure which present around the body surface of the bacteria, which is reddish brown in color in the picture. But some kind of fimbriae which is larger than the fimbriae named as pili, which is responsible for reproductive organ. They are named as sex pili or pili. Another one, flagella, a small whip-like structure, which is present in the bacterial cell body, named as flagella, which is responsible for locomotory organ. Then at the inner side of the bacterial cell, they are having the extra chromosomal, circular, double-stranded organ is named as plasmid. So this is the difference between fimbriae and pili. Dear students, this is the other diagram which are showing the different cell inclusions and also parts of a bacterial cell. Dear students, at the center of the bacterial cell, that is cytoplasm, outermost region is capsule, inner to the capsule cell wall, inner to the cell wall cell membrane. See the cell membrane, they are having a small vesicle-like structure is named as mesosome, and also some mesosome which are in different form. In the topmost side of the cell membrane or plasma membrane, they are having tubular-like structure is called mesosome. Another one, the region of the plasma membrane which is showing the white in color, which are having the photosynthetic pigments for photosynthesis. Then in the center of the cytoplasm, they are having two DNA. One is the circular DNA, which is single-stranded, named as bacterial chromosome. Another one which is circular in shape with a double-stranded DNA, named as plasmid. Then some of the cell inclusions such as glycogen granule and lipid droplet also present in the cytoplasm. Ribosome is also present in the cytoplasm. The difference between flagellum and pili is also given here in this diagram. The flagellum is somewhat thicker than the pili. Some pili which is responsible for reproduction, which are named as sex pili. So these are all the different variable organs which is present in the bacterial cell. Dear students, this is the flagella. I told you in the diagram, bacteria which have the numerous thin hair-like appendages or process in variable length, which is emerge outside from the cell wall, is called a flagella, which is 20 to 30 millimicron in diameter and 15 millimicron in length. The flagella of the eukaryotic cell, which are having fine tubules at the center, contains 9 plus 2 microtubules. But bacteria is a prokaryotic cell which contains single fibril. So that is the difference between eukaryotic flagellum and prokaryotic flagellum. Eukaryotic flagellum which contains 9 plus 2 microtubules. The prokaryotic cell, example bacteria, which contains only one fibrillum or fibril, single fibril. This flagella, which is responsible for locomotion, based on the number and position of the flagella, there are different types of bacteria. We have already seen that one. That is, only one flagella at one end, monotrichous. Tuft of flagella at one end, Lopotrichus. Tuft of flagella in both the end, that is said to be Amphitrichus. Flagella which is present all over the surface of the bacterial body, that is Peritrichus. Then absence of flagella is named as Atrichus. So that is said to be the flagella which is act as a locomotory organ. With the help of flagellum only, bacteria which is moving from one place to another place. Another one, fimbriae or pili. This is also a hair-like appendages found on the surface of the cell wall of the bacteria. Particularly, this fimbriae or pili which is present in the gram-negative bacteria. Example, Enterobacterium. The pili are 0.2 to 20 millimicron long with a diameter. So 0.2 to 20 millimicron long, that is length. Diameter is 0.025 millimicron. In addition to normal pili, there are special type of pili which is help in conjugation called as sex pili. That also I told you in the diagram. Some pili which are act as a canal at the time of reproductive process. So that pili is named as sex pili, I told you. That only they are given here. In this paragraph, one 2 mark question is there. What is sex pili? In some bacteria, a special type of pili which is help in conjugation process called sex pili. This is said to be fimbriae or pili and flagella. Dear students, there is another question in flagella paragraph. Write the difference between eukaryotic flagella and prokaryotic flagella. Eukaryotic flagella which are having 9 plus 2 microtubules, but in the prokaryotic flagella, example bacteria, has only one fibril. That is the difference between eukaryotic flagella and prokaryotic flagella. Dear students, up to this we have seen ultrastructure of a bacterial cell, that is capsule, cell wall, plasma membrane, mesosome, cytoplasm, bacterial chromosome, flagellum act as a locomotor organ, plasmid extracircular chromosomal region, inclusion some substance which is present in the cytoplasmic region responsible for metabolic activities, then polyribosome, that means 70S type of ribosome which is present 10,000 to 15,000 in the bacterial cell, held together in a mRNA strand, form a polyribosome or polysome. Then another one, fine hair-like appendages which is present in the body surface of the bacterial cell wall is named as pilus. Some pili which are forming the conjugation during sexual reproduction, that pili is named as sex pili. So these are all the different structure which is present in the ultrastructure of a bacterial cell. Dear students, next we are going to see the Gram staining procedure. Dear students, this is the method to identify the different types of the bacteria, that is gram negative bacteria and the gram positive bacteria. This method was observed by the scientist named Christian Gram in the year 1884, so that this procedure is named as Gram staining procedure. Dear students, Christian Gram is the Danish physician, that is doctor. He has produced or developed the Gram staining procedure method in the year 1884. Due to the different staining procedure, he has classified bacteria into gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. These are all the two classes of bacteria based upon the staining procedure developed by Christian Gram. Is the important one mark question. The gram-positive bacteria retain the crystal violet and appear dark violet, whereas the gram-negative type lose the crystal violet and when counterstained by safranin appear red under a microscope. That is the difference between gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. That means gram-positive bacteria always retain their original color, that is crystal violet color, and also appear as dark violet color. But gram-negative bacteria lose their crystal violet. When we are adding safranin, it is modified into red color under microscope. That is the difference between gram-positive and gram-negative. Dear students, once again, we recall the answer. The gram-positive bacteria retain the original color, that is crystal violet, and modified into dark violet color. There is no change, light color into dark color. But the gram-negative bacteria loses the crystal violet color. When we are adding safranin, the other staining substance, the gram-negative bacteria modified into red color under the microscope. That is said to be difference between gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria identified by the procedure is called gram staining procedure. Dear students, this is the different steps involved in the gram staining procedure. This is important 5-mark question. Write the steps involved in gram staining procedure. See, the first step is we have to take a smear of bacterial culture. Smear அப்படின்னா அப்படியே குழகுழப்பாக ஒரு லிக்விட் மாதிரி. We have to prepare a smear from the bacterial culture. We have to take large amount of bacteria and smash it. நல்லா அப்படியே நசுக்கணும். நசுக்கிட்டு we have to form a colloidal form or semi-solid form, ஒரு கூழ் மாதிரி. That is said to be prepare a smear with bacterial culture. Then after that, this bacterial culture is stained with crystal violet for how many seconds? 30 seconds. First, we have to prepare a smear of bacterial culture. Second step, we have to stain with crystal violet color for 30 seconds. Then after that, we have to wash the bacterial culture with distilled water for 2 seconds. Rinse. Rinse na sutta vidanum. Okay. So rinse the distilled water for 2 seconds. Then after that, add grams iodine for 1 minute. After that, we have to add gram iodine solution for 1 minute. Then once again, rinse the bacterial culture with distilled water. Then after that, wash with 95% of ethanol or acetone for 10 to 30 seconds. Once again, rinse with distilled water. Then we have to apply safranin for 30 to 60 seconds and rinse the distilled water for bacterial culture and blot under the microscope. Then observe under microscope. That is said to be different steps which is involved in the gram staining procedure. Once again, first prepare a smear of bacterial culture. Then add crystal violet stain for 30 seconds. Then rinse with distilled water for 2 seconds. Then add gram iodine solution for 1 minute. Once again, rinse the culture with distilled water. Then washed with 95% of ethanol or acetone for 10 10 to 30 seconds. Then once again rinse with distilled water. Then after that we have to strain with saffronin for 30 to 60 seconds. Then rinse with distilled water and blot it. Placed it in the slide. Then after that we have to place it under microscope and observe under microscope. This is said to be the steps involved in gram staining procedure. Is the important 5-mark question. Dear students, the another variable characters is also present in gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria. First of all, what is the variation? Gram-positive bacteria retain the violet color and appear as dark violet. The gram-negative bacteria loses its crystal violet color. If you are adding the saffronin, it is modified into red color under microscope. That is the first difference between gram-positive and gram-negative. Another variability is also shown in the structure of a negative and positive bacteria. First one, the gram-positive bacteria, the cell wall which contains special chemical substance is called teichoic acid and teichuronic acid. These are all the two acid or a chemical substance which is present in the cell wall of a gram-positive bacteria. Then, along with teichic acid and teichuronic acid, they are having some more substances also present in the cell wall, that is polysaccharide molecule. It is common, isn't it? The cell wall of a bacteria which is made up of, what is it in ungalukku? Polysaccharide. Then, the gram-negative bacteria, the cell wall which contains 3 components. One is the peptidoglycan layer. 3 components that lies outside to the peptidoglycan layer. What is the peptidoglycan layer? Polypeptide or peptide bond which is present in the cell wall, isn't it? So outer to the cell wall, they are having 3 components. One is the lipoprotein, outer membrane and lipopolysaccharide. So these are all the 3 substances which is present outer to the cell wall. The cell wall which is made up of peptidoglycan. Outer to the peptidoglycan, they are having the 3 components. One is the lipoprotein. Second one, outer membrane. Third one, lipopolysaccharide. So that's the different result in gram stain due to the structure and composition of the cell wall. This is all the difference between gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Some other differences also given in the table column. Dear students, see the gram-positive bacteria. The gram-positive bacteria which are made up of outermost layer is called cell wall. Cell wall which is made up of peptidoglycan. Then inner to the cell wall, they are having the plasma membrane or cytoplasmic membrane which is made up of lipoprotein substance. Here in this gram-positive bacteria, the space between the plasma membrane and the cell wall which is occupies the region is called periplasmic space. There is no outer membrane which is present in the gram-negative bacteria. Gram-negative bacteria has the outer membrane, but gram-positive, the outer membrane is absent. Only cell wall is there. Inner to the cell wall, periplasmic space and a cytoplasmic membrane or plasma membrane. Then Lipopolysaccharide. So what is the lipopolysaccharide? The plasma membrane, which is made up of a chemical substance is called a lipoprotein அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம் இல்லையா? That is said to be lipopolysaccharide is present in the gram-negative bacteria. The symbol is given here. Orange color or ball shaped with a small stalk portion is called a lipopolysaccharide present in gram-negative bacteria. Then into symbol, it's said to be a special type of protein which is present in the cell wall is called porine. Then another one, oval shaped structure which is yellow in color named as protein. The protein is present in the gram-positive bacteria. So outer membrane is absent. Then the peptidoglycan is the outermost cell wall. The space between the cytoplasmic membrane and the cell wall is the periplasmic space. Dear students, this is the gram-negative bacteria. See the peptidoglycan, violet color, that is said to be cell wall. Outer to the cell wall, they are having three regions. One is said to be, what is that one? Lipoprotein, outer membrane, and see the orange color, tennis racket structure or ball shape mari, or காம்பு பகுதி ஸ்டாக் மாதிரி இருக்கு இல்லையா? That is said to be, what is that one? Lipopolysaccharide. So these three regions are absent in the gram-positive bacteria. Only cell wall is present. Outer to the cell wall, that is peptidoglycan, lipoprotein, outer membrane, lipopolysaccharides are absent. Then inner to the cell wall, they are having the cytoplasmic membrane or plasma membrane. The gap between the cell wall and the cytoplasmic membrane is occupied by a space is called a periplasmic place. And also the porine molecule, a special type of porine molecule which is present in the gram-negative bacteria but it is absent in the gram-positive. Then protein substance is also present in cytoplasmic membrane, that is plasma membrane, and outer membrane is also having the protein substance. But in the gram-positive bacteria, the inner cytoplasmic membrane only, they are having the protein molecule. Outer membrane is absent. That is said to be the difference between gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Dear students, next we are going to see the difference between gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Is a very important 5-mark question. The first column is the serial number. Then what are the characters which is present in the gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria? Those characters which are showing certain dissimilarities, that is mentioned in the second column and third column. First one, cell wall, single layered with 0.015 millimicron to 0.02 millimicron. Here in this gram bacteria, triple layered, நம்ம ஏற்கனவே பார்த்தோம் என்னது? Outer membrane, lipoprotein and lipopolysaccharide. That is the 3 layer. That is said to be triple layered. But in gram positive, only one peptidoglycan, that is single layered. Then rigidity of the cell wall, that means tightness. The rigidity due to the presence of peptidoglycan in gram-positive bacteria. That means the cell wall which is made up of chemical composition is called a peptidoglycan. But in gram-negative bacteria, it is elastic. அப்படியே இழுக்கக்கூடியது. இங்கே டைட்டாக இருக்குது. But here it is elastic. It will be elaborated due to the presence of lipoprotein and polysaccharide mixture. Then third one, chemical composition. It consists of peptidoglycan, polysaccharide, teichoic acid are present. Peptidoglycan 80%, polysaccharide 20%. When you are coming to the gram-negative bacteria, peptidoglycan is very less, 3 to 12%. Remaining are polysaccharide and lipoprotein. Teichoic acid is absent. Dear students, in the previous paragraph we have seen gram-positive bacteria which contains teichoic and teichuranic acid in the cell wall. But it is absent in the gram-negative bacteria. Then next one, outer membrane. Gram-positive bacteria absence. Outer membrane is absent, but gram-negative it is present. Then periplasmic space, absent and present. But in the diagram, it shows the periplasmic space, but the content is very less in gram-positive bacteria. But in the gram-negative, it occupies a larger surface. That's why it's given. It is absent, it is present. Then, susceptibility to penicillin. That means how this bacteria which are response to the penicillin. It shows the high susceptible. That means it has the capacity to survive. That is susceptible. But here gram-negative bacteria show the low susceptible. Then nutritional requirement. The gram-positive, it is relatively very complex, but gram-negative, it is very simple. Flagella, it contains 2 basal body rings. It contains 4 basal body rings. Lipid and lipoproteins are very low, here very high. Lipopolysaccharide, absent in gram-positive bacteria, but present in the gram-negative bacteria. Dear students, that is the difference between gram-positive and gram-negative. It's very, very important. 5-mark question. I hope have you all understood what is gram staining procedure, flagella, fimbriae, then difference between gram-positive and gram-negative. Dear students, remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.